Hey, this is Dave from Spread the Disease, and you're watching CMS TV.
All right, I got one more here,
All right.
and this is kind of a follow-up to something that we've already covered on the show before, but there was a follow-up to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about Phil Lewis.
Yes.
Put this on the screen here. And his look, specifically his look.
Yeah, I like how somebody took a classic LA Guns photo and put him in there with his current look.
With his current look, exactly.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
It is funny.
But that's his, and again, and just so you know, Neely, I know you don't even look. We took a hella beating on this one from the fucking
you
idiots
told
on
me
YouTube.
about it.
The idiots on YouTube hate us because God forbid, and they're saying that that's like what people are wearing now, and it's a hip look, and blah 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 blah. It's not what Phil Lewis from LA Guns has ever looked like.
He's not known for that.
No, and that's all we were saying. And we're saying it looks a little goofy. I think it looks goofy.
It does look goofy.
Looks goofy for a band singing Rip and Tear.
Yeah, I mean, look at the other guys in that picture.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the guys in LA Guns. I mean, they're the Hollywood vampires, got the black hair. They're like the Ramones.
And if I'm not mistaken, these are all the replacement player guys, right?
But
these aren't the original guys, are they?
Yeah, that's the original guys.
This is the original. Which one is Tracy?
He's up over Phil's shoulder.
This one? No.
He's
this guy?
If you go from top left to the right, that's Tracy, Steve, Kelly, or not Kelly, but Mick
Cripps.
Mick Cripps, Kelly Nichols, and Phil Lewis.
All right. I guess I just never paid enough attention to know what these guys look like.
Yep.
I know that this doesn't look like the guy that used to sing for LA Guns. I know that.
Yeah, that's the original lineup right there, the most popular lineup, rather.
Okay. Well, Phil Lewis explained his look.
Mm-hmm.
He, I guess he did some show or something. Phil Lewis from LA Guns is total rock and roll badass. He just did the most metal thing ever. He cut off all his long hair. He looked in the mirror after a New Year's Eve show at the Whiskey and said, "Fuck it," and shaved his whole head. So that's why we have this look.
Okay.
Phil says he's completely done with hair dye. He is never going to dye his hair again. He is sick of trying to look like he is 30 years old. Back in the late 80s, every single band on the Hollywood Strip looked exactly the same. Phil says it was just a boring uniform. He is totally over it. He's even ditching the heavy leather and studs, saying he will leave that gear to Alice Cooper. He just wants to be real. His hair is growing back naturally since February, and it looks awesome. I don't know about that. Now here's where the AI comes in.
Yes.
Guitar legend Tracy Guns loves the new look.
Does he?
And 99% of the fans think it's killer. 99%, Neely.
I guess I must be in the 1%.
Well, me and you must be, as this next sentence says, but a few whiny haters, well, these ones are in South America, are complaining.
Right.
They think Phil sold out just because he is getting older. You know what Phil told them? He said they can fuck off. Hell yeah. That is the exact raw angst and fire we need.
All right. You go, Phil.
So there you go. So he just got tired of the long black hair and cut it off. That's
All
really
right.
what it comes down to.
Okay.
But good for him. I love these graphics.
Yeah, that's funny.
That guy looks like he should be fucking working the counter at Green Acres or something.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you think he's Sam Drucker?
Yes. or one of those guys on what was that show where it started with them riding the train? It was a cowboy show. Maverick? Was that Maverick? Way back in the 60s.
The Wild Wild West?
Might have been the Wild Wild West. It started, the beginning was like a train. Mm-hmm. You'd see the train running, and they were running across the top of the train, having like a gunfight or something. It was like a cartoon intro.
Yeah.
I can't remember it probably was the Wild Wild West, but anyway, Phil Lewis, there is why he has this new look. Not sure where he got this suit from, but whatever. Good for him.
So where did you get that picture of the original lineup with his new look injected in
Somebody posted it on X, and I just stole it.
So we're not the only ones who see that.
No, absolutely not.
It's funny.
Absolutely not. Everybody thinks this is a goofy. Nobody can figure it out. A lot of people, myself included, the first time I saw a video of it, I thought they replaced Phil. I really did. I was like, damn, this guy sounds like Phil.
Yeah.
And then I looked. I was like, holy shit, that's it. Then there was a video of Eric, one of his road story videos.
Okay.
Was with LA Guns, and Phil came in, and I'm telling you, I kid you not, they all started talking nice to him, and I figured out who he was. But at first, I thought he was like a catering guy or a backstage guy. Because he comes walking in with the white hair, and he didn't have the jacket on. He just had like a white shirt and suspenders or something on. Uh-huh. And I was like, look at this. Who is this guy? And what's he doing in Steven's dressing room? And then he's like, hey, buddy, how are you? And then Steven's like, hey, Phil, how are you doing? Whatever.
Right.
So it's definitely an interesting change.
Sure.
Hey, more power to him, I guess. I mean, who gives a shit anymore? The only ones that are going to see him is the fucking 1,000 people or whatever that go to the show at the XYZ casino in Name Your City. So, it's not like he's going to be on TV or anything. No. So I guess it doesn't matter. But by the way, did you know that today or yesterday was Stephen Piercy's birthday?
On July 4th?
Either the 3rd or the 4th. I don't remember which day. But
well, he did mention when I saw him a few weeks ago that he had a birthday coming up.
Yeah, the big 7-0. He is 70.
Is he?
Yep.
I thought he was older.
Well, he's saying 70.
Okay, well, he might be.
I saw a bunch of posts about happy 70th to Stephen Piercy. So
okay. Well.
He could be 80 for all we know, but if he's claiming 70, I'll go with 70.
Right. Well, Don, it was Don's birthday last week, too.
Was he 40?
73.
But he would never lie about it.
Nah.
He's just like, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, June 29th.
Mm. All right, one last one here. We'll kind of slow it down or wrap it up or whatever.
All right.
This is actually sad. This is really kind of a bummer. Do you remember? It was right when I came back on the show. And Red Dragon Cartel had that disastrous first show.
Yeah, that singer, he was all fucked up.
The singer was fucked up and drunk. And
it was at the whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Well, sad news from him through his family, this is just a bummer. Look at this shit. The daughter of Harem Scarum drummer and Red Dragon Cartel frontman Darren James Hill revealed that her father has been diagnosed with early onset dementia Alzheimer's. Man, that sucks. How old can this guy be? He's probably, like 60 at most? At most. Here's the daughter's statement. Hello, everyone. This is Keely, Darren's daughter. I want to make everyone aware that my father has been diagnosed with early onset dementia Alzheimer's. It's coming on fast, and I am aware of his strange behavior. I would like to apologize for any pictures, videos that may have been sent from my father. He is not in his right mind. With that being said, I am shutting down his social media. If anyone would like to reach out to me with concerns, feel free. This is being handled and not ignored. And then the band Harem Scarum put out a statement. It says, as many of you are aware, Darren is dealing with issues at this moment. We are in close contact with him and will announce any update as his family are willing to share. As bandmates and friends, we fully support Darren in the present as well as whatever his future holds, as I'm sure all of you do too. Team Scarum. Translation, we're trying out drummers. Don't you think?
No, of course.
I mean, what are they going to do? They're not going to break up. Just got to get a new drummer, but what a bummer, huh? I mean, that just sucks. Alzheimer's is there a worse way to go? What to you would be the worst way to go? Would that be one of the worst ways to go?
Well, I mean, that's just you just start wasting away at that point.
Yeah.
You're I mean, that's obviously what Walter Parazater from Chicago passed away from. And that was like 5 years.
Yeah, I mean,
from the time he was diagnosed until he passed away, it was just slowly but surely. It just takes away your ability to have cognizant thought, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, for you, the person that's forgetting everything, I mean, one, how scary would that be to wake up every fucking morning and not know where you are and maybe not even recognize friends or family or whatever, or, get in your car to go somewhere and then not know where you fucking are. Meanwhile, you're in your driveway or something.
I would hate to think that you're driving with that condition.
Well, but dude, there's people that are undiagnosed for a little while.
Well, that part is true. I agree.
People that think they're just forgetting shit.
Mm-hmm.
And again, my dad at the end, part of what he died from was dementia. There were moments, I mean, right up until maybe 4 days before he actually passed, there were moments that he would be clear as a bell, like clear. Like, I was spending time with him, like at the hospital at night, because he was scared. He was afraid of being in that hospital, and he'd wake up and he couldn't move because they'd taken out all the hardware of his fucking hip because he also had sepsis. It was a bad scene.
Right.
So they had taken out the fake, what is that, artificial hip or whatever they put in because it all got
the hip joint. Yeah.
Yeah, because it all had sepsis. So he couldn't stand up and he couldn't move and he hurt real bad because he had a fucking leg floating around in his bag of skin, I guess. And but he was scared to death just being in the hospital because he didn't know anybody. He didn't know who was there. So we took shifts between me and my brother and my mom so that we were kind of covering 24-hour shifts. You know what I mean? So that no matter when he woke up, we could be like, oh, no, it's just me. It's your son. Remember? And I mean, there was one time in particular, right before he died, maybe 4 days, 5 days before he died. He lit me up hard about the whole bullshit between me and him and my mom and, the 12 years that we didn't speak. Like he ripped me pretty hard. And I couldn't really, what am I going to do? A, it was true. And B, what am I going to do? Fight with this guy that's in a hospital bed near death?
Yeah, you just let him have his say.
You just let him have his say. And you're like, you're right, Dad. You're right, Dad. So we're talking about this for like an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, he just breaks into, well, what are you doing here, Dan? And I was like, what? And he was talking about some guy that he had worked with like 25 years earlier. And he thought that was me. He thought I was that guy all of a sudden. But I mean, he snapped from perfectly coherent, now he doesn't know who I am anymore.
Right.
That fast. And it was really, it's tough to watch. I can't imagine the fear factor in your brain when you're going through something like that. And you sort of know what's going on, but then you don't. You forget from second to second. That's got to fucking be very scary, man. But anyway, hopefully Darren...
Then again, do you remember what you just forgot or just thought of? Or
well, there's that, but there's that whole thing of, does every day start out scared the same way again? And how long will it be? If we're talking practicalities here, how long is the family going to keep playing along? They will for a while. But after a while, I don't care who you are, there's going to be that moment where you're going to be like, I tell you every fucking day I'm your son.
Yeah.
You're going to have that moment because you're going to get frustrated and pissed off and whatever. And it's not the person's fault. But if we're being honest, that is what goes through your head. It went through my head. I didn't say it, but it definitely went through my head. It was fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I didn't want to talk about my dad as much as I just wanted to
Well,
share a like story.
You can relate this situation.
Yeah. Well, I hope for Darren. I don't know what do you hope for in this? Quick death?
Yeah, I mean, once you're diagnosed with it, there's not much you can do.
It doesn't go away. There's no meds or anything for it. It just gets worse. Yeah, I don't know what you wish for. I wish for his family to have good final moments, I guess, because that just sucks. Just blows.
He's 59, by the way.
59, dude. That'd be like if you started forgetting who you are tomorrow. Wow, fuck. That just blows. I wonder if he got the shot. I'd be interested to hear. But anyway, and that's all the news I have. If you've got one little shorty.
Well, I do have one short story. It's not music related.
That's all right.
Are you familiar with the term sex tourism?
Sex tourism? No.
Yes.
I'm not.
I was not aware of this either. Well, there's a TikToker, since we've been on the TikToker kick tonight.
Right.
Claims that white women specifically will seek out black men in viral take on sex tourism.
One more time. White women are now chasing down black dudes?
That's what this TikToker claims. She says white women specifically will seek out black men in viral take on sex tourism. So they'll travel to find black men.
All right. I can see that.
Can you?
Yeah.
All right.
They like the dick.
Well, I know, but you have to go out of the country to find it?
They probably have to go away from it so that their family doesn't find out.
All right. Well, let's see what this has to say. And a TikTok creator identified as Kylie Brewer said in a video posted to the platform that global and domestic sex tourism patterns reflect the racial fetishization of black people, and she called on viewers to share their own accounts. If you don't know, some of the highest rates of sex tourism are among white women traveling to Africa to engage in sexual activity with black men. Wow. You would think that you would go to Africa to have sex with black men when AIDS runs rampant over there?
Well, apparently they're not worried about that. Or maybe it's through, it could very well be through an agency too that fucking tests them and shit. Who knows?
Oh, all right.
Probably is. If they're saying that this is sex tourism, then there's a foundation that's making money on it. It's not it's not four black guys in a hut looking for some white girl to fuck.
That's some industry.
Yeah, it's a business. It's got to be.
Yeah. Brewer said Kenya, Gambia, and Egypt are some of the most common.
Egypt?
She said Egypt.
I've been to Egypt.
Yeah, they're going to bumfuck Egypt.
Just
maybe they're going to stick some cocaine up their asses.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You want to fuck an Egyptian dude, just don't shake his hand.
If you want to walk like one too. You kind of walking funny because you got cocaine up your ass after an intimate encounter with a black man.
Cocaine in my asshole. Bink.
You're kind of walking funny. I'm walking like an Egyptian.
That's right. Egyptian full of blow in his ass.
She said the women who travel for that purpose frequently underpay the men who are involved. They frequently underpay them.
So they go catch some dick and then don't want to pay for it?
But they said underpay. I don't know.
What's the going rate for a black cock?
Well, see, that was where I was just going with it. It's just like, well, what is the rate? Like, it's $3.79.
Do you pay per inch?
I don't know.
Maybe that's it. They try to pay per inch. The guy's saying he's got 10 inches, but he's only got 8.
It's a
keeping my $30 for those 2 inches you didn't give me.
It's a pay-as-you-go situation.
Right. Pay as you blow.
And when these women travel there, they often severely underpay them,
Wow.
she said. I wonder how she knows so much.
Sounds like she might have some experience in this area.
Maybe. Brewer linked the industry to economic conditions in the destination countries, not to mention that a lot of people who are forced into this industry do so because of severe economic hardships, which is why sex tourism is so common in developing countries, she said. This is just beyond, it's hard enough to get chicks to have sex with you, let alone they'll fly to a foreign country to get some black dick and pay for it.
And pay for it. But I went to several countries and I was more than willing to pay for it. So I guess this isn't really new.
No, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work the opposite direction.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What do you mean? What, you don't think women should go somewhere and buy some strange cock?
How many women are willing to pay you to have sex?
Well, it's not that. It's more of the getting something quote unquote exotic.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Some Alabama black snake.
They don't want to fucking fuck some idiot that's fucking looting a Walmart. They want to fuck Manute Bol's brother in fucking Kenya or wherever.
They want the real experience in fucking a mud hut.
Yeah. They want a dark black dick. One that disappears when the lights are turned off, dick. That's what they want.
Right. She wants to fuck in a mud hut in her mud hole.
Yes. Exactly right.
She drew a contrast with the destination. She said that white men typically choose countries in Asia or the Philippines, Thailand, places like that, Brewer said. While the people involved vary, she said her central point concern specific patterns. So while the physical characteristics and race of the people that the white people are sleeping with, that they are traveling to engage in prostitution vary greatly, the point is that white women specifically will seek out black men.
Yeah.
Brewer said the pattern also appears in the United States, and that happens in the United States as well. She said there's a lot of instances of white women waking up to a black man and walking up to black men in clubs and offering them money. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me?
Hey there, Lamar. Would you like 300 to stick it in my booty hole?
Or white couples where the husband walks up to the black man and offers him money to sleep with his wife.
Oh, this is a product. This is a separate discussion, but this cucking thing is such a product of this generation of pussies.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
There's such pussies that fucking real men are like, I'm going to fuck your wife right in front of you, and you're going to sit there and videotape it. And yes, okay. Is 4K okay? Dicks. Fucking douchebags.
She encouraged viewers to come forward with similar experiences, and if you have a story like this, I would really encourage you to drop it in the comments, she said. You could do it anonymously or include your name, because I don't think people realize how common this is. Well, I wasn't aware this was a common practice.
I wasn't aware it was common, but certainly people like to fuck chicks of other races.
Yeah, but we're talking about chicks seeking out men to fuck them.
I don't know.
Since when has it been a problem?
Well, it's still not a problem.
But they're paying for it.
They're just paying for what they want. They're just becoming guys.
I guess.
Guys, look, I know some guys have a real problem with paying for pussy or whatever. Most guys, if the girl's hot, first of all, every guy knows that they're paying for pussy whether they're paying for pussy or not.
Right. Whether it's an actual monetary exchange or exchange of time and favors and whatever. And
useless dinners and useless conversation just to get her to blow me. I mean, that is what it is. And the older you get, the more you realize that that's what it is. And I think chicks, and I don't know this, but I mean, I see online a lot how these chicks are just like American dudes suck, white dudes are terrible, blah, 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 blah. And quite honestly, and I won't say the person's name, but I know a female in her 20s that will date nothing but fucking scumbag black dudes. Just will not date. And I don't have a problem with her banging black dudes. If you want to fuck black guys, go ahead. But pick the ones that are fucking respectable. Like, she has a baby with a black dude that he does nothing. He doesn't work. He keeps getting fired from jobs. He smokes pot all fucking day. And she'll stand up for this fucking dickbag like he's Jeff Bezos. Like she should be doing that. And it's like, where's your own self-respect in this? Why are you settling for a fucking dick? A fucking loser that's been in jail and going back to jail. What the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, you have to question that when you start talking about this shit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Terrible.
Brewer closed by condemning the dynamics she described, but yeah, again, the fetishization of people of color, specifically black people, is disgusting, and y'all really need to stop, she said.
Why?
I don't know. Why is she so concerned?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is her concern for that?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, and I don't know this to be true, but I do my share of being online as well as watching porn. And, one of the things with black dudes these days is they really take a beating when they start fucking white women. That is an actual movement right now that there's a lot of black dudes that go on their little podcasts or whatever and like, stop trying to fuck the bosses. Like they use the plantation terms.
Yes.
They're like, stop trying to fuck the plantation owner's daughter. That shit. And there's a real stigma out there about black dudes fucking white chicks. So maybe that stigma is enough to where the white chicks are like, well, fuck, I'm going to go to Kenya and I'm going to bang me fucking Hakeem Olajuwon's cousin or something. I mean, there is that does exist. The fetishism of it. That part does, I know, exists.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I don't know, but I just thought that was a whole weird industry, where.
How do I start one of those businesses?
Yeah, really.
Sounds like an easy business. Find a desperate whore that wants to fuck a guy from fucking Egypt.
Yeah, but again, I don't know any women who are, interested in doing that. But then again, whatever. But obviously, these are women who have to have money because they're traveling.
That's why I'm saying.
They're have money to burn.
These would be good clients as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, because they're willing to travel halfway around the globe to fulfill this quote unquote fetish or fantasy or whatever it is. And
I'll bet you, I don't know this to be true, obviously, but I'll bet you they will pay a premium to also have it kept private.
Well, according to this TikToker, they're severely underpaying these men. Severely. That's what she said.
When I start my agency, I'll be getting paid up front.
Right. So funny. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the show.
All right. Sounds good.
We appreciate everybody who's tuned in and celebrated the 250th with us, even though Chris hates all of you for being false about it. But
True.
That's his own issue.
True.
But since we were talking about LA Guns there in this segment, I got a request for LA Guns that I'm going to end the show with.
All right.
I got a request for LA Guns from their Cocked and Loaded release for Johnny Castle. He'd like to hear Slap in the Face. So for these white women to go seeking out black men, it's a big slap in the face as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have a safe and enjoyable weekend or week rather, and hopefully we'll be back next week and do it all over again.
Yep.
I'm glad your back's held out for you this week.
Yeah, I made it, but now I'm going to go lay down.
All right, perfect. All right, well, we're going to get out of here, so I'm going to leave you with the LA Guns. So this is Neely along with my very good friend,
Chris Hagen.
We're gone.
Bye-bye, kitties.
Hello.